out in the woods that I will cut, and forsythia will do that too. Like I'll cut them for filler, and then after a month I'll go, oh, these have roots on them. So I'll just put them in another rooting jar and put them out in the outside and plant them when I have a kind of a jungle, I guess.
Because you said you went into the woods a lot.
I like the woods. I like the woods.
I'm wondering what you do.
Yes.
And now you see how this is moved. So like this, see, there's none over here. So I'm coming back over here. I'm going to go in here. They move on. I don't know how they move. They just move. So I kind of move them around and twist and yank. The other thing, I keep these. I told you I was going to tell you. Like if you're thinking about a vase of flowers, they're pretty when you're looking at them like this. But when you sit at a table, if you're sitting at a table, well, all you're going to see is green. So that's what these are for. So what I'm going to do is like when I'm getting towards, like I'll sit those in here and then I'll go around and you'll see like this one's a good example. I did this earlier. See there's flowers that are in here that are eye level when you're sitting down here too. So you have to think like that, like, oh yeah. It's
That's my arrangement. He made that for me. Wasn't that nice of him?
Who's this lady sitting next to me? Where'd she come from? And see, I think that's a pretty yellow one. That kind of matches the theme of the yellow ones. Let's see, I would do this too and go.
I love them.
Yeah, I think those go. That's stock. It's no.
That's Sweet William.
Yeah, sweet.
Well, yeah.
Nine. That's
I was saying something William. I just looked it up. That's all it was. Well, that's the one time I'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty with that color, so pretty.
Yeah. These leaves are not too pretty, so I'm going away with the leaves.
Very.
That's it. We got like down in there, so it's
Oh,
kind
I
of
love it. Now, you said Sweet William?
sweet.
Right now with you.
Yeah, see, there's like, and you can do this all, like here's that purple will go kind of, in my head, that purple will kind of go with those. So what I'm probably going to do is pull some of these off like this and go towards the bottom a little bit. So your eye will be drawn down there,
That's so pretty.
and then your eye will be drawn down.
And you know, like the goldenrod kind of looks like it's sparkling. I know I'm dramatic with the flowers, y'all, but it just,
See, this is a plant I like, but when I look at it and put it next to the other ones, it's a little too bluish, a little too not quite purple enough. So, but again, no right or wrong. If you like those, go with them. So, I know some people are like, I only like roses. I have lots of, just fill up my vase with roses. I've kind of burned out on roses working in the floral industry.
y'all look at the white on that. It just like makes them glow.
And see now what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal some flowers over here because
So I'm going to include all these flowers, fall flowers in this area. They will.
No, these are flowers people have given us, but the ones that are outside in our gardens, they all grow in the fall in this area.
So they've given you these because they mail them here?
No, some of the grocery stores give us these because we're doing things like the classes and raising money. And so when they can't sell them anymore, they give to us. So all day, y'all, we've spent today pulling leaves off of these and everything to make them look nice for y'all. And that's what we're able to do with them, is make them look like they're first quality, but really they wouldn't sell them in the store. But you see how pretty they look.
Yeah, I was trying to
I've been sweeping roses all day.
see, I kind
But it's going in my potpourri, so we're good. We're good.
see. So now what I would do, and the other thing about these things too, now what you can do is like I always have burlap, so I take a burlap and I'll wrap it around a little bit and just make a ribbon on it and that kind of thing. Like I have a big, it's a wooden bucket about this big. It's an old-timey wooden bucket, and I'll take that and just sit down in there. It's so pretty, so you can do that kind of stuff. So now what I'm
You
doing.
wanted those carnations. I want to show them something with the carnation. I don't want to, if you want to use this one, I just want to.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Right. Y'all, you can do all kinds of things, like with this carnation, you can take the middle out, because I hate carnations. You can take the middle out and look at the flower you have now. Do y'all see how that's
Not really.
like an open, pretty flower? It doesn't really look like a carnation. So you can do all kinds of stuff. Poppies, the tulips, when the leaves start falling off, you can take the leaves off and it's so cool. It's like a black flower with dots, and you can do that too.
And speaking of flowers, like roses especially, like they're kind of tight like this. If you take them and just gently, say that gently, get on here a little bit. Sometimes can't do it too hard. See, it opens them up a little bit.
And if any of your roses are dark, you know, on the outside, you just pull it off. That's what I did today, was I
Yeah.
pulled off all the outsides of the roses that didn't look good.
Because the roses and most flowers from the out end, or from out towards the end, they'll start running. So like this one will be brown. just
And
pull
they're
it.
finicky, just so you know.
Yeah,
I can't stand taking those to the farmer's market because it's hot out there and they just fall over.
yes, some things are just not.
I have ice out there, just ice, and Keon goes and gets our ice, and I'm just icing down the buckets.
And see how I'm like going around and saying, okay, I need some down here, because that needs some down there. And I'm gonna go over here, pick some of these a little bit. Yeah, these are really pretty. I don't know, like this is a type of mum, I'm not sure which kind. There's lots of different mums, like that's a mum, these
And
are mums.
chrysanthemum is a fall flower.
Yeah.
And it'll come back if you plant it.
Down here it will, for sure. I used to get them from all the neighbors that would throw them away after Thanksgiving, and I would go out and cut them down to about 3 inches, put them in the ground, and we'd have lots of mums. They never come back quite as beautiful as when they're from the greenhouse, but they still will flower. So now I'm looking at going, I think I need 1, 2, this way. Yeah. And see what I did, basically I'm looking for something to put right there. So I kind of cut it and said, oh, that's about right, maybe a little bit more. So I'll go down there a little bit more. And I need one, I think right there is my thought, so let's try this again. So you're starting to see how it's like kind of coming together. Cannas are really pretty. They're very pretty. I like definitely. These, like, you might want to, you can do this maybe. I don't know how it works, but usually when you get, sometimes less is more. Sometimes people get excited and go, I'm shoving everything I can in there, which is okay. I've done that too. But you might want to see, like, I would take that and just go like that and see what I think about that. Go, I don't really like that. It doesn't really go with it. So I just say, nah. So, like, maybe a bigger one of these. These are kind of cool too. I like these.
Those are very
And these go with the kind of theme. But I don't want to, like, again, I don't know. I think we're about there. Maybe 1 or 2. I might fluff it a little bit with some greenery, but that's kind of the gist of it. So, would love for y'all to, like, try to do your hand at some. Need help, let me know.
Y'all, and let me tell y'all